All right, so we have a beauty here. We have a Permobil F5 VS for vertical standing. So this chair will stand a person straight up in the air, maybe not straight up like this, but on an angle straight up. This power chair has 8 miles, so it was only used for a week or two. 8 miles, it's brand new condition. This is the F5 VS for vertical standing. This power chair has 7, that's right, 7 electrical function. It has the standing feature. It has the 14-inch lift. It has the electric tilt. It has the electric recline. It has the electric legs. It has the interior tilt. And it also has, the feet can go up and down electrically. Those feet right there. That's 7 electrical functions. Just a marvelous machine. It's made by Permobil. It's a Swedish-made machine. It's the highest quality chair you can buy. So let's start with the standing feature, because that's what everybody wants to see. So on this joystick here, you can do the standing feature through the joystick or through the switch box. But I'm going to do it through the switch box. You can see the standing position right there. So if I just hold the button down here, the seat is going to start going back, and it's going to start doing what it has to do to stand up. As it stands up, you'll notice these wheels right here in front that are sitting high are going to come on the ground. And you'll see them in a minute. They'll start going down. Right now they're going down. So this is your standing feature here, and you need those wheels there to give a little more stability when the seat is standing up. So it does take a few seconds, and the seat will be elevated here in a minute here to a standing position. In these chairs, we can customize these chairs. So if you're 5'2" or 6'2", we can customize these chairs to your height. We can change the seats and all that. So this is your standing feature right here, okay? And the nice thing about this, even though you're standing, you can still drive the chair at a reduced speed, okay? So you can see how clean. I can't go very fast in here because we have a wall. But you can see back here how this chair is new, okay? While we have it elevated, let's look at this real quick. Let's look at the chair. We've got the suspension for the back here, and we have the suspension for the front here. There's 2 on this side, and there's 2 on the opposite side. So you have 4 of these high quality suspension here, okay? You have your front wheel here. This is called a front wheel drive because it's more towards the front. This is called a front wheel drive. Very good for outside in the grass. Or I'm not saying it's an outside chair, but if you're going to go in the grass, this chair weighs 400 pounds. So if you have a 200-pound person, that's 600 pounds of weight that's going to be transferred here. So you got to have a good traction. You have a caster wheel in the back. You have a motor back here that goes to each wheel. So you have 2 motors, 1 on each side. This chair right here, if I was to turn the power off right now, and I want to roll this chair, well, you can see it's not going anywhere. But there's a lever right here where my finger is. If I push it down, I just pushed it down. What that does, it unlocks the wheel right here. You can see I'm rolling the wheel, okay? So you have to do both motors, then you can roll the chair around. That's only if you had an issue with the chair. But do not forget to push the lever back in so it's back in gear, then turn your power back on. You don't want the power on when you're rolling it because you're going to have some resistance, okay? You have an anchor point here, and you have another anchor point back here. You have 4 of these anchor points. This is where you would secure your chair to your lift if you had to tie it down, okay? You have 4 anchor points around this chair. So let's bring it back over here. Oh, I forgot to mention, very, very important. Oh, shoot, I should have done it before we went up. When you stand the chair up, you need to have your knee brace and your chest guard on the chair. Do not forget that. It's not going to be good if you forget that. So I'm going to bring the chair down, and I'll put them on. You can see what it looks like when they're on when the seat is down. And you can only put them on when the chair is down, and you'll see why in a minute. So the seat is coming all the way back down. Yeah, the wheels went back up front because you don't need them anymore. Now the seat is all the way down. So when you do this, first thing you do when you have someone in the chair, you want to make sure you lock their knees in. And this is adjustable right here. You can adjust it tighter or looser right here with this knob. Then your chest guard right here goes here and here, okay? keeps the person in the chair, okay? This can be moved closer or further. All this is adjustable, and all of it turn. You can put it a little bit closer if you want, depending how the person feels about it. So when you stand a person, this goes on first, then the knee brace goes on. Never elevate a person in a standing position without these two guards on there. All right, so we've covered the seat lift. The next thing we're going to cover now is the electric. The first function we just did was the standing feature. The next feature I'm going to show you is called the seat lift. The seat lift is when the base goes up 14 inches. So you're going to start at 22, 14 inches higher, you're going to be at 36 inches when it's elevated. And again, when the seat's elevated to 36 inches, this chair will still drive. Okay, so we've got the chair now almost at 36 inches. Right there, and you can see it still drives with the seat elevated at a reduced speed, of course. So that's your seat lift right there. I'm going to bring the seat lift back down. You've also got a swing away joystick. So if you get to a table, you want it away from you, you can swing away the joystick. If you're left-handed, we can switch everything to the left side. So if you have a left-handed person who needs this chair, we can transfer everything to the left side. You have a Permobil bag here, so if you need to carry your wallet, your glasses, some loose change, you have a bag here. So we've only covered two functions so far. The third function we're going to do is called the electric tilt. Is when the base right here, this is called the base, when the base goes back, it's going to take the legs, it's going to take the back, as they're all connected together. This is called your electric tilt. And the next function I'm going to show you are the electric legs. So if you needed some real good circulation, you could be tilted this way and have your feet up. And you can stop any position you want, just let go of the button. But this would be extreme circulation if you need to relieve pressure off your bottom or circulation, but you don't have to be that far. You could be halfway tilted. I'm going to bring it back halfway now so you can see. You could be halfway tilted like that and still have a little bit of circulation. Your legs would still be higher than your body. So far we've covered three electrical functions. The next one we're going to cover is called the electric recline. The electric recline is just a back right here going back by itself. That's called the electric recline. So it's a full recline. So if you were laying down flat, this is what it would look like. Okay, fully reclined. Gorgeous. So I'm going to bring the recline back up, and I'm going to bring the legs back down. I'm doing two buttons at once here. You can do two functions at once through the joystick if you want to just use the joystick. So it might take you a couple hours, a couple days to get used to all the buttons, because there's all kinds of functions on here, okay? So far we've covered now the standing, the 14-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline. So that's four functions we've done so far. The next one I'm going to show you is called the interior tilt. That's when, sorry. Let me bring the seat back there. Let me switch it over. So the interior tilt is the seat is going to tilt forward. So let me see if we can do it without the bag in the way. Let me raise the seat up. So you have to raise the seat up a little bit here, okay? And then do your interior tilt. There we go. So you can see, okay, this is as far as it will go. You can see how it went from here to here, okay? This is called the interior. It's about a 10%, maybe a little less than 10% interior tilt. So if I bring the interior tilt back, you'll see it. Okay, that's called your interior. That's your fifth electrical function. Also, we're going to have the electric legs. So the electric legs, the feet electrically has to be done through the joystick. So you would go here on the joystick. You would go to the picture of the seat. So again, you're going to push this forward. When you get to that picture, you keep switching You see where the arrows are at? Until you see next to the feet. Now this should be it. No, the other one. All right, when the arrows are up like this, then I can move the joystick. You can see they're going up right now. Okay, or they can go down. So it gives you about 2 to 4 inches of play, maybe more. Well, it gives you more than that. It gives you about 5 inches. So you can see right now the legs are all the way down. But now you cannot drive. The lights are red on here. It tells you, when the lights are red, it tells you something's wrong, okay? So you don't want to be driving with your feet down that far, because first of all, it won't let you drive. That's why I went into this mode, be cautious mode. You can't drive right now. So what you have to do, you have to make sure that you bring those legs back up. When you bring the legs back up, all of a sudden it goes back to green, which says now you can drive. Okay, so just be careful when you use the electric legs that you're not all the way down. Okay, so we've covered the standing position. We've covered the 14-inch seat lift. We've covered the full electric tilt, the electric recline, the interior tilt, and we've covered the electric legs. So these are all the functions that the chair has. As I said, this chair has 8 miles, practically brand new. Also, the seat on this chair, so I want to put it back in drive. So we're back in drive. Let me just get it away from my wall here. All right, so these legs, as I said, they can be adjusted up and down depending on your height, and then they'll still be electric, okay? You got calf pads here. The seat on here is 20 by 20. As I said, we can size up these seats, and we can size up the arms and everything. So right now it's 20 by 20, which is pretty standard for me. I'm a 180, 6 foot tall. That would be fine. It's a little bigger, but it's not going to make the chair bigger, okay? It's not going to make this bigger. From outside to outside arm, you're pretty much on top of the wheels. You're about 25 inches. You do have a safety belt. This cushion can be replaced. If you don't want this cushion, pull it out. You can put your own cushion on here. These are floating cushions. The back is a leather contoured back. Also with this chair, and I'll show it to you outside, it has what's called the Attendant Control on here, okay? This is called an Attendant Control. So right now, the driver up front drives it. But right here, if I switch the button, you can see right there, if I switch it from in the chair and I switch it, it goes to a person standing. Now, I can drive the chair from here, okay? So if I want to drive the chair outside, do all the functions. I can also do the tilt. I can do all the functions you can do over there on here, okay? If you're not going to use this after you're in the house, you can just drop it down like this, out of the way. So this way here, when you turn inside the house, there's nothing back here for you to crash into. I should probably not use that word crash into, but you will do some scratching, okay? So this is called the Attendant Control. I'm going to put it back up because I'm going to use it outside in a few minutes. When this is on over here, this one will not drive, okay? So only one person can drive at a time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it back to the front, and now we're back to the front. You have on here also, an adjustable headrest that can be removed. It's fully adjustable, any position you want. You can also take it off. Back over here on this chair, these are a reflector. They're not light. People always call me. These are only a reflector. They're only there for looks. In here is a power button. When we ship these chairs, we always turn the power off right here. You'll hear it. The power is off now in the front. So when you receive your chair, first thing you do after you get it unboxed, go here, hit the button, and then go here, turn it back on. You'll hear the beep beep. Give it about 10 seconds to settle up. It'll run to a diagnostic test. It'll turn on. Give it about 10 seconds. And then you're ready to drive again. Okay? As I said, you have a bag here. These cylinders right here, they adjust the tilt of the arm right here. So if I turn this, if I unloosen these little metal locks here, and I turn this, You can see how high I am now. You can see I'm dropping it down right now. Back to normal, and then I relock it. Okay? So, and when you charge the chair with your battery charger, you'll take your Permobil charger and you'll plug it right below your joystick right here. And as soon as the light goes from a percentage to full, the charger will turn off, okay? Now this chair has two big batteries in here. This chair will have about a 15-mile travel distance. 15 miles, that's a long ways. And then you have to recharge it. So the distance is going to vary how you use the chair. You might get more than 15, you might get 10 miles. It all depends how you use your chair, what the distance you'll get with your chair is, okay? So that's how you charge it. So okay, let's recap. If I can remember everything about this chair, there's so much about this chair. This is a Permobil F5 VS for vertical standing. It has 7 electrical functions. It has the standing position. It has the 14-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline. It has the interior tilt. It has the legs that go up and out, in and out. It also has the legs that go up and down. So these are all your electrical functions on this chair. They can all be worked through the joysticks or through the switch box. It does come with the knee brace. You have to have that on when you go up, and you also have to have the chest guard, okay? This chair has 8 miles, so it's practically brand new, immaculate condition. It has the Attendant Control. It does have the Permobil suspension, the anchor point. These are all solid tires all the way around, and it has 8 miles. So, and this is a beauty, and it's ready to go. So this is the Permobil F5. The top speed I got out of it was 7.2 miles. So they're not always exactly right. It might be 7.5, but it's registering 7.2. Nothing I can do about that. That's still super fast. 7.2 miles an hour. Very easy to drive. The noise you hear is all these acorns. I'm running over all these little acorns. This chair will have no problem in the grass. No problem at all. So, this is the F5 VS vertical standing with the 7 electrical function. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to elevate the seat to I'm going to elevate it 12 inches, so it'll be at 36 when it's all the way up. And I'm going to drive it and show you how it drives with the seat elevated. If you're going to drive it with the seat elevated, please drive it on flat surface. Do not go where it's bumpy. These are very expensive chairs and nothing to play with. If you want it to last, just take care of it. So right now we've got the seat elevated to the top. So it does go at a reduced speed. It does drive maybe 1 mile an hour. So this is the seat elevated. I'm going to bring the seat down, and I'm going to show you the Attendant Control in the back. Now the Attendant Control in the back, it might take you a couple days to learn. Once you learn it, it's no big deal. So I'm going to bring the seat all the way back down. Now this chair has the 14-inch seat lift, the tilt, the recline, the electric legs up and down, in and out, the interior tilt, the standing feature. It's just an amazing chair. So now we're all the way down. This would be the Attendant Control here. So I'm just going to switch it over like I showed you in the room to back here. And now the only thing you do, you can walk behind. You got to get used to what is right, what is left, okay? So if you're in the house, you could do a complete circle like this. Now I have it on fast, that's why it's taken off on me, but if I slow the speed down over here, I can slow the speed down over here. If I put it on 2, I'm going to put it on 1. So this is speed number 1. So at speed number 1, this is as fast as it would go. So you can't get in too much trouble with that speed. So as I said, after a couple days, you'll be able to do everything I'm doing here. But the first day, it'll be a little bit different. It's like riding a bike, but once you've learned it, it's very easy to learn. And if you're not using it and you're done using it, make sure you switch it back to the front, put it down, and then you're ready to go back to the front. So this is the F5 beautiful power chair.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex.
We are a family-owned business for over 25 years.
We have many products available, not just what you see in this video. If you would like to learn more, you can call the number below at 800-677-6293, or you can visit us directly at www.marksmobility.com.